Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode of 5 Minutes, Please, Bus Panj Minute. Today, let's talk about who all are in the field for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Though they say the age profile of Punjab, age profile of the country has changed a lot, and there are more voters who are below the age of 35 than ever before. 65% of the voters, they say, are below 40 in Punjab. But this section of voters, the youth, the millennials, are they getting adequate representation among party candidates? It is a very important issue. You see, they have to be represented because if you want to meet their aspirations, meet their demands, meet and redress the issues, they have to be there. They have to raise their own voice for their own grievances, for their own rights, for their own demands. But if you have a look at the names of candidates announced so far, one is like getting little disturbed as representation to both youth and women is not adequate. Have a look at the list of all parties and the number of candidates announced so far, though some parties are yet to complete their list. Akali Dal has to name about 6 more candidates. Congress has to name a few more. BJP has to name a few more. AAP has completed its list of 13. And in its list of 13, amazingly, it has 5 cabinet ministers and 4 MLAs. So you see, that is a very disturbing. The party doesn't have enough people other than sitting MLAs and cabinet ministers who can contest Lok Sabha elections. Doesn't the state need people who can raise the genuine demands and issues on the floor of the lower house of parliament? Don't we have enough of academicians or enough of trained professionals, technocrats, or even businessmen or industrialists who can represent, or even farmers who can stand up in Lok Sabha and talk about the issues facing the state for a long time? And I don't want to go into the qualifications of candidates announced so far, but somehow the names made public so far doesn't in a way induce confidence among the voters. Okay, are these people, are they only people who can represent Punjab, or are there better candidates who are available but are not on the select list of the parties? You see, BJP has named 3 women, including all 3 are past 55 years of age. Rani Perneet Kaur, she has been sitting MP from Patiala and she is wife of Captain Amrinder Singh. She is a candidate from Patiala, though earlier she was representing Congress. Then Parampal Kaur Sidhu, daughter-in-law of Sikander Singh Maluka, she'll be BJP's candidate from Bathinda. And she was about to superannuate in later this year. It means she's touching 60. So she's the number 2 candidate. And then wife of Mr. Som Parkash, who is a sitting minister, sitting MP, but in the coming elections, he has made way for his wife, Anita Som Parkash Singh. She is also above 55 years of age. So far, these three women named by BJP are above that age group which has maximum number of electors. Though women voters are almost 49.5 or 49.8% of total electors, AAP didn't name even a single woman in its list. BJP, as I mentioned, they have named 3 so far. Akali Dal has not named even a single woman in 7 candidates they have announced so far. So this is the situation. Congress is also yet to name a woman candidate from Punjab this time, because after Perneet Kaur left, so they have chosen people who will represent the men's section, though candidates are for all population, both for men, women, and even for the, the, the neutral people. Why this treatment? Why this apathy towards youth and women? Punjab has been fighting for gender equality because of the skewed ratio, the gender ratio, men and women, because women are far less than men in Punjab. So the ratio is at times is 47% or even less than that. For every 1,000 people, in some areas there are less than 900 women. In some areas even 870 women for every 1,000 men. So everybody talks about giving adequate representation to women, but when it comes to naming candidates for elections, I don't know what happens to the parties, and they again go for preferably for men candidates in the elections. This is what is happening this time also. And no party is willing to gamble or put its faith in younger generation of candidates, or candidates who are below, say, below 40 years of age or below even 35 years of age. How many candidates are there who are below 35 or below 45, who are professionally qualified, who are doctors? This group, though AAP has named Dr. Balbir Singh from Patiala, and Congress has Dr. Gandhi from Patiala, and there are others also. But when we talk about technocrats, academicians, leaders of business, leaders of trade, and even social activists, people who are aware, political analysts, political scientists, none find mention in the list announced so far. So what Punjab is going to have in Lok Sabha, who all are going to represent Punjab in Lok Sabha? It's a very important question which must be asked now, and it will be all gone after June 1 when elections are held and candidates are in the fray. You can't change the candidates. You can't bring in a new face for the next 5 years. So there are few days left. Parties have to do some introspection and put their faith in younger elements and women also. Let's at least be fair. If you can't give 30% or 35% representation, at least give them adequate representation. At least they are represented in the coming Lok Sabha. So I thought I must share my views on this subject, which I think is very important socio-politically. Let's hope that in coming days, when the parties name the remaining candidates, they consider this factor as an important factor. Till then, goodbye. Stay happy, stay healthy.